When 3 resources are required in the Spire, you can win every time by placing coins in all the slots, and then by placing supplies in all the slots where coins didn't work, and then placing the final resource in all the remaining slots. However, when 4 or more resources are required, it's better to spread everything out. In this case, I'm going to double up on the coins because that's what I have the most of. Okay, here we're going to be talking about catering in the Spire. I have a lot of experience doing this. I have more than one account, and I've catered it all the way to the very top and several times. So let's go ahead. Here's some of the things that I've learned. First of all, you want to have good preparation and make sure you have plenty of each type of resource. Number 2, what is your resource spending priority? To figure that out, that's good. That's important information to know. Number 3, when are you willing to spend diamonds for an extra round? Okay, so let's talk about each one of those individually. First of all, make sure that you have plenty of each type of resource. The last thing you want to do is end up short on coins or some other some other cheap resource on the 3rd round and faced with the choice of either starting over and thus just like losing all the resources that you've spent so far, or we're having to spend diamonds to continue and buy something that you can otherwise easily get. So what you want to do is you want to preferably have enough of each resource to entirely fill all 5 requests. For example, if it's going to ask for 3,000 coins in each slot, then you should have at least 3,000 times 5 or 15,000 coins. Number 2, what is your resource spending priority? And this is when you're you're faced with which goods do you want to unload first? That's basically what that question is. And for example, if there's 5 open slots and there's 6 resources, then you can leave one of the resources out. You want to leave your most valuable resource out. 6 items. We're low on shrooms. The lowest on shrooms, I should say. You have plenty of seeds. Good, we eliminated 3 things, and now we're down to just 3 things left. We'll double up on coins and supplies. And the middle one has to be coins. This one has to be shrooms. This could be shrooms or supplies. So supplies is cheaper, we'll put supplies down. And we know that we're going to be able to do it the next time. So we're prepared to spend the 25 diamonds, but and shrooms to finish it off. On the other hand, if there's 5 slots and there's 4 resources that are being required, then you want to double up your cheapest one. Now, I've got plenty of seeds here. I'm kind of running low on the cosmic bismuth. So, but I'm still gonna double up on the coins because there's always just so many coins. Okay, great. Now it's I've got tons of seeds, so I'm just gonna put seeds on everything except for where the seed was wrong already. There we go. So that's getting you down to 2 things, and you can make a win. My spending priority is I want to get rid of my coins and supplies first. So especially coins, because those are very easy to come by, and especially if you have I have plenty of coin reigns, and I also have plenty of supply instants. So I know I'm never going to run out of either of those. Probably coins is a little bit more in abundance. So if there's, especially in the early rounds, I'm always doubling up on the coins when that's possible. The next is mana and seeds, but then here you start getting into if you're saving up mana or seeds to get upgrades, or if you don't have very many of them, then that can go further down on the list. The third category is the Moonstone library set, especially the scrolls. Usually people have an overabundance of scrolls, and people are trying to get rid of them. And even if it's not your boost, you've got lots of them, because there's just so many Moonstone library sets that people have, and they give you scrolls, but they don't give you any of the other tier 2 resources. And then if you have plenty of sentient goods, those are good to get rid of, and those are good to spend first, because when you're playing in because when it's asking for goods, it asks for significantly less sentient goods than the other things. But again, only if you have plenty of them do you want to spend those. And then the last category is all of the other tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 goods, according to your own individual boosts. And also, if you look around at your fellowship and see what they're producing, then see what's most in abundance, see what's short, what shortages you have, and then you want to spend the things that you have more in abundance as a fellowship.
Good, that gets us down to 3 resources. We're going to double up on coins and also supplies. And there we go. So that was success.
Okay, let's go for this one. Let's see, what do we have more of? Elixir, or looks like silk I have more abundance of silk, so we'll use silk and leave the elixir out. Okay, good. Now we brought it down to 3 different goods, so that's really good. We will double up on scrolls and only put 1 elixir now, and double up on supplies. And has to go down like that. Good. The third question is, when are you willing to spend diamonds for an extra round? So first of all, when it's requiring 5 resources or less, then I don't spend diamonds, because I know that it's not going to take that many attempts to win. More often than not, I get it on the first attempt. And then it's very rare that it will take more than 3 attempts to win if it's requiring 5 resources or less. The exception to that is if you're critically low on one of the required resources, then it might be worth it to spend diamonds for an extra round, just so that you don't risk running out of that resource and being stuck in the Spire, because it's something that you can't. It's because maybe it's a resource that's very hard to get. However, when 6 or more resources are required, I'm willing to spend diamonds. And the reason is that it could just take forever, and start after starting over again and again and again, and it might take several attempts to win. And that's going to waste your time, and it's going to waste your resources. But when I do spend diamonds, I only do it if I know I can finish on the next round, and the very next round. So after the 3rd round, if I don't win, then I look and see what the situation is, and if I know what resource is required in every single slot, then I'll put down the diamonds. But if I don't know that, then I'll just start over. Okay, now here's the tip that I do. If I don't get enough information on the first round, I just start over. So as a rule of thumb on this, the way that I look at this is, if it's a 5 resource round, then I'm going to restart if the first round reveals 4 resources in the wrong spots and just one of the resources is eliminated. So let me give you a few examples of this. Okay, this is bad because we've only eliminated we only have one piece of information. Well, one piece of grade information, which is this is on it. So we're going to just start over again. Okay, so 6 resources. I have plenty of platinum, so I'm going to put that down. Okay, good. Now we've got 4 slots and 4 resources, so this is good. Put one of each down. Now we have 3 resources left. This has to be crystal. This has to be coins. At least one of those is supplies. And I'm not sure what the other one is, so we'll put coins here and supplies there. And if this doesn't work out, then we might not be able to get, we might not be able to be, I can't be sure they get it on the last round. Yeah, because that could either be supplies or crystals. So we're going to back out and start over again. Okay, good. We got down to 4 resources and 4 slots. Okay, so this is not that great. I'm going to put platinum here. If we don't get this, then we're going to start over. Again. At least we got one right, but this doesn't look very good. Almost started over. Okay, this is great. This is really great. Okay, we're going to get it this time. Because we have one of each resource, and that means that effectively dust is eliminated. There's not going to be dust anymore. So just shift everything over to the left. If we don't get it this time, then for sure we can get it on the next round. So we'll spend the 25 diamonds. And get it on the next round. Okay, we're low on obsidian, so we'll leave that out. Now we'll put the obsidian in. We'll double up on coins. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna double up on orcs because I have a whole bunch of orcs. So we'll put orcs. Double up on orcs, I said, and we'll go with this one. Now, I'm not sure if this is wrong. I'm not sure if we can get on the next one. We'll see. Okay. So now I have to figure out, can we get this on the next one? Okay, so we know that this has to be coins right there. And I'm pretty sure we can get it because they're 4 different resources. And that's got to be coins, and that's determined. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get this. So like I said, that has to be coins because coins are another 3 slots. Here, you have orcs, coins, and obsidian, which means that this has to be the elixir right there. And then, oh dear. Okay, there's an orc here. That means this has to be orcs, and this has to be obsidian. Yes. Now, on the other hand, if you get 5 resources in wrong spots, then that does give you enough information to continue. And it looks like we have plenty of each. Silk's kind of low, so I'm going to let that set out. Now, in this case, we didn't eliminate any of these, but we got a lot of information. We didn't directly eliminate any of these, but because everything's wrong, that means that silk is not anything. So we're going to go left again. Since gems is there, we'll put a gem there. Since coins is there, we'll put a coin here. And we'll go with that. And we brought it down to 4. And at this point, I'm pretty sure that we can get it within, if this doesn't work, then if this doesn't work, we can get it on the next try. So we'll spend some diamonds if we have to. But it worked, yay, so that's great. Okay, here's a situation where I know this one's orcs, but but instead of putting orcs there, I'm going to put something else. Because if I put orcs there and I get this one wrong, there's no guarantee. If I put orcs here and I put something else here, then I only have a 1 in 3 chance of getting on that round. And then I have one more round, and there's no guarantee that I'll get it in that round. So instead of putting orcs here off the bat, I would put something else. I just remember that that's orcs. Okay, now I know that this slot's coins, so I can go ahead and finish it off. And no matter what, I can win if I'm in that situation.
There are 8 resources that are listed here and 5 slots. So let's see, we'll leave out the ascension stuff because we're actually short on that. This is kind of a bad start, but oh well. Very bad start. No, this is very bad actually. We got 4 of those right, and then this one is the last one. So now it's just a hit or miss. If it's not this one, I'm just going to start over. Okay, so 8 resources. This is not that great either. Okay, this has to be mana. Another 2. I'm going to put down, I'm going to go with orcs and cosmic. I think I can get her on this try here. Yeah. The final lesson in the spot on catering in the Spire, because we're at the final boss mob, and that is that it's usually better to try to fight these if you know what you're doing. So here, auto fight, next wave, auto calculate, auto. Done. We didn't lose very many troops at all. It was a lot less expensive than catering would have been. So it's the last boss mob. It's 8 resources required. But if I fight, then maybe I can just get away with, spending troops, which means basically spending time and supplies. So, okay, let's see. Let's try this. Let's try that combination. That's good. Yeah, it's looking good. Yes. Did it. So there you go. That's some good pointers on catering in the Spire.